Very good morning to you, everybody. Welcome along to the stop line of the proper stage here of Rally LIEPΑJA. Yesterday we had the qualifying stage, but today we are live at the end of this 27-kilometre stage. It is the fastest rally of the season, Rally LIEPΑJA. It's absolutely stunning coming to Latvia every year. And today we left LIEPΑJA and drove all the way up here. 2 hours and 15 minutes we were on the road for this morning to come up to here to find some of the sacred gravel of this beautiful country. And every year we come to Rally LIEPAJA and we come to Latvia, and all of us on the ERC are absolutely in awe at how stunning this country is. It is so tranquil and so peaceful and so beautiful out in the countryside. But right about now, we're going to rip it up with some hot ERC action as stage number 1 gets underway properly. We had the qualifying stage yesterday. Miko Marcek, who is third in the championship, he was fastest in the qualifying stage, so electing to start early on or late on today, 15th on the road. So he had the first road position choice yesterday. As for Callum Devine and Craig Breen, they decided, well, they didn't decide, they were just were caught out by the qualifying stage and starting quite a way down the running order today, and that may sort of benefit them, I think, from having this swept gravel. As we say, it's the fastest rally of the season. It is in Latvia, and we've got the safety cars coming through at the moment, and we've got the helicopter, we've got the onboards and the camera at the start for you today. So Johan Bernardo is first on the road today, 27 kilometres. It's a tough rally, but the precedence here, the main issue we've got is road cleaning. And Johan Bernardo's got an unenviable task of sweeping this road. Like all gravel rallies in Poland was exactly the same. We've got to sweep through the top of this stuff and try and find the hard stuff underneath. But as you can see here, with Chris holding the camera at the stop line, if we just swing the camera up, Chris, and just look at the road ahead, see how wide this is. I hope you can just zoom in there. See how wide this road is here. There's kind of plenty of margin for error here, but the tram lines, the road, it will clean out pretty rapidly to get down to the hard base underneath. But the trick is to try and keep the car on this railway track, and you know, the car is twitching around, sliding around. What looks beautiful from our helicopter as well is the rooster tail of dust, and just as you see as a 00 car comes towards us, it's this rooster tail, the telltale sign that the cars are in the stage. So we want to talk just a few words before we get to Johan Bernardo at the end of the stage. I want to talk to Marco from Pirelli. Marco, it's great to see you at the stop line here, and you have a sort of in-depth knowledge of the way your tyres have to bite on the gravel here. Talk to us about tyres and how punishing they are on these gravel roads.
Well, we are very pleased to say that in this kind of areas, the Pirelli percentage on local championship is very, very high. It's a tire that really fits very well these roads. Most of our guys will start with the K6, which is our, say, basic tire in these conditions. And yeah, tomorrow will be a little bit harder on tires, to be honest. The more you go close to the sea, the more the roads are compact and somehow abrasive. This area is a little bit less demanding.
So talk to us, what choices do the drivers have? So you say K6, so for the viewers back home, explain it, K6.
K6 is, let's say, a base tire for these conditions. So basically a medium tire, I would say. We have, in Pirelli, the numbers go, the biggest number is the softest tire on gravel. So we have a K8, which is okay when this rally is in November, let's say. So K6 for now, and K4, which is harder, is in case like tomorrow and maybe in the second pass when everything is clean and hot.
So with your service truck set up in the service park, do the drivers come to you for advice and guidance, or do they pretty much just get on with themselves and you deliver the tyres to the service area? How does the relationship work with the teams back in LIEPΑJA?
We have a very clear company policy to give everybody the same kind of information. That's why we make a WhatsApp group. It's very basic, like my sons do for the birthday parties, the same thing. So that everybody is informed the same way, and we all support with the same product and the same information to everybody.
It's great. It's very informative. Thanks, Marco. You know, I can't really show you on the phone because it's kind of private information. But Marco, very early in the morning, he's putting out on the WhatsApp group to the junior drivers, just advising them what tyres to use, and also what PSI pressure as well. So what pressures they should be putting into the tyres at the start of the stage, so the tyres don't get too hot as they're being pounded on the stages, and then thus overinflating and making them a little bit harder. So we've got fast Nikolai Gryas in today. You know, he unfortunately suffered a double puncture, and he was leading Rally Poland a few weeks ago. It was only 2 weeks ago that we were in Poland, but Gryas is on the road with us today. Great to see him back. But Bernardo with that rooster tail of dust as he makes his way through this, a long one, 27 kilometers. Just let's go and have a watch of some of the images from the helicopter. So as the Zero car comes towards the end of this stage, you've got Mitsubishi that is sweeping the road. So this is the last car to come through as part of the safety parade before we get Johan at the end of this first stage. So classic Mitsubishi, kind of looking a little bit dated now, but still a classic car. So Zero car through. As you can see on your screen at the moment, the stage is well and truly live. We've got onboard cameras this weekend inside Mikkelson's car, as you saw just a short while ago. Mikkelsen getting himself ready to go. Lukanook, of course, you've seen, Gryazin and Fabian Crime have all got onboards with us today, plus the helicopter. So standing at a lonely stop line at the moment, as you can see those pictures on your screen as we get our teeth stuck into Rally LIEPΑJA here in Latvia for round 2 of the championship. We're standing at a quiet little road junction here, little farmstead over to the left-hand side with a dog that's barking away there, and quiet country roads out here in northern Latvia. So we're getting ourselves ready. 2-minute gaps today. There was a little bit of talk last night of running the top 15 cars at 2-minute gaps and then going to minute intervals for the rest of the field here in Rally LIEPΑJA, but it's decided that we're running 2-minute gaps all the way today. That's also under the trees. You can't really see it at the end of the stage, but if there's any hanging dust in the trees from the previous competitors, can visually impair the cars if it's hanging under the trees. So where we are at the stop line at the moment, there's a nice breeze just blowing across the stage end. So the breeze is blowing through, which is sweeping that dust off. So we're standing here just waiting for the first car to come as we sort of squeeze our eyes to look across the countryside to try and see the first one coming towards us. No sign of that rooster tail of dust just yet. Just joined by Marco, from Pirelli at the stop line. We're watching the pictures just at the end of the stage, which is quite good that we can see this here. Slightly in delay here, Marco, what the pictures we're seeing. I was just mentioning you sending on the WhatsApp group to the junior drivers. You're sending messages to them about tyre pressures. We always see co-drivers getting out of the car at the end of the stage, checking the pressures and so on. Talk to us about that. How do you calculate the tyre pressure? And with
we build tyres, somebody builds rim, and what is in the middle is the air. And that's a very important factor for the suspension. The whole suspension of the car is the quantity of air you have inside the tyre. It's a little bit of magic, and can make a difference in how the tyre works. So we calculate in a way that we try to have a certain amount of bar of pressure at the end of the stage. So the difficult part is to estimate how much air you want to have in the tyre at the start. That's the only place where you can control. Of course, you cannot stop on the stage and reduce or increase. So we give our suggestions, but of course they need to check when they finish the stage that the estimation was correct. Normally is, but
okay, Pirelli is a fantastic tyre manufacturer, but do you have an algorithm? Do you have some sort of calculation that you put into a spreadsheet to work it out?
A lot comes from the experience, really, and that's why we try to do the recce on the stage as late as possible to see the real condition when the tire is going to hit the ground just as late as possible. So we know from experience, and we normally suggest numbers that match the expectations, but can go wrong. I mean, like everything. So yes, as I said, we build tires. Tires are rubber and metal, but we don't build the air. The air comes from, and another important point is also the humidity of the air, because if you have water-ish inside the tires from the air outside, we always, of course, use dry air from our machines, but you can never be sure. So this can really affect the performance of the tire at the end. And we cannot control this. It's humidity in the air.
We were going back a long time with Kajetan Kajetanovic in Canary Islands a few years ago. He had water. We believe he had a tyre failure with water that had managed to get into the tyre, and it started boiling and then overinflated the tyre.
Well, the bad part is what you said. The good part is that it was many years ago. Yes. So that's no, exactly. But these things can happen. It's like an engine can blow at a suspension. I mean, it's part of the game. As I said, we use dry air because the humidity is a factor, and these things should never happen. But Kajetan was also doing funny things with his own personal tires, so it's a little bit. I don't want to go into this.
Okay, we won't go into it. Let's eyes down looking. We're on TV ourselves at the moment. Look, you look absolutely handsome this morning on YouTube, but we're just watching the pictures in delay. So, Johan Bonato, who's your money on for this weekend? Who do you think? We've got the Russian rockets, we've got the little one and the big one. Who do you think's going to take this one?
Difficult question. Of course, we are all back from Poland, where the Russian rocket, but also the young Russian rocket was going very well. So we will see. It's nice to have also, from the tire point of view, 3 manufacturers now in the championship. And so the battle is even more exciting. That's all we love in motorsport, really.
And then when we see you guys here, we've got MRF here, we've got Michelin, and we've got Pirelli. Do you guys ever talk to each other? What's the camaraderie like amongst you?
No, it's nice. I mean, everybody is trying to do the best for his own company, his own product. But of course, we really have a good feeling in between us. It's no problem.
That's all right, as long as you don't go round the back and.
No, we don't we don't send bad. No. It's okay. All good.
That's good. All good friends. All good friends. A healthy competition here. What is absolutely incredible about the ERC and rallying is that you have to be inch perfect and foot perfect to get from one end of the stage to the other. 27 kilometres of hot competitive action here, and just being slightly out of line, just out of these swept lines into the loose stuff can slow you down. Rooster tail of dust at the end of stage number 1 of Rally LIEPΑJA. Johan Bonato comes into the stop line. car looking absolutely clean. I'll just do a quick 360 just to make sure everything's good, but after 27 Ks, Johan's car comes in. Driving with the Michelins, Marco just having a quick look from Pirelli. Johan, unenviable task to open the road. How was the first stage this morning?
What did you put on the floor? You put something because it's very slippery today. Yeah, for sure. It's a very difficult stage for us. I think all the day will be difficult for us, but it's a good experience. And I think we can take some pleasure with the drive on these conditions, especially because we are sliding a lot.
So no problems in this stage. No issues.
Huh?
No problems. Everything okay?
Oh, I think the problem is only me. There is no problem on the car for the moment.
Just have a look at those tyres. He just pulls off. Just see the blocks just looking a little bit ratty after this stage. You think of the inertia, the pressure, how much they're being pounded on this very loose, very abrasive gravel here. Another car coming towards us. So Norbert Herzig comes through. Just see, Chris, just swing the camera around. Tyre temperature around 83 degrees Celsius on the right-hand side. So you just see the blocks just getting pretty hot there. Let's open the door. Norby just taking his gloves off. Norby, how was the stage for you this morning? Good run? How was the grip level?
It was quite okay. We tried to do our best. We tried to clean the road, but some place was quite clean. And I didn't calculate that the road will be quite clean, and therefore I push a little bit more the brake, but everything okay. Car is okay, and our pace was okay. Next time we will we push a little bit more.
Thanks, Norby. Chris, just before Norby swings around, you see the back of the car here, there's just a little bit of grass stuck in the back and the dust. Drifting and sliding wide. Norby Herzig through. Watching some pictures with championship leader Alexei Lukyanuk just a short while ago, and Lukyanuk absolutely on a mission this weekend. Super fast. Not as fast as Miko Marchik in the qualifying stage yesterday, but nevertheless the Russian leader of the championship is on a rally that he absolutely loves here. Hasn't won it, but coming through and slicing the timing beam at the end of the stage is Scandola in the first of our Hyundais. Door open. Let's just have a look at the tyres on the front. So Scandola taking the K6. Umberto, how was the stage? The tyres look like they've gone off a little bit.
The car is very good. The tires is perfect. Too much slippery because the third car in the stage there is more gravel. But so this is rally. Thank you.
So all good there. Door closed. Marco just talking tyres again as Scandola just pulls off there. Just looking at the front tyres, the blocks look a little bit worn. Is that natural?
Yeah, it's natural. Yeah. I mean, it's 27 kilometers. There is some tarmac. Ground temperature is 35 degrees. I mean, we are on the limit of usage of this tire. I would be surprised if they're not like that now.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea is to put them back to front now.
Okay, so tyre swap for stage number 2. So the drivers then on the road section to the second stage of the day. Fairly short in terms of competitive kilometres here today. We're running on stage number 1 at the moment. We move immediately on to stage 2, which goes live at 12:40. So in 20 minutes' time, we're live on the second stage of the day. And then into Talsy before coming back and doing it again this afternoon, but in a slightly different format this afternoon. Okay, here he comes then. This is Erik Seitz. Not too happy with his qualifying stage yesterday, putting him in a disadvantage on the road section this morning. Having a quick check of Erik's car, getting his balaclava up over his nose here. Erik, you were saying, nice to see you, good morning. You were saying that you weren't too happy with your road position for today. What's it like level of grip wise?
The grip was really bad. I expect much more grip, so I was really surprised how it's sliding, how much loose gravel is still on the road. But yeah, what I can expect it, I'm 4th car, but anyway, I'm really trying to be as smooth as I can on these type of roads. But let's see the time. I really don't know if it's good or if it's bad, because yeah, it's not I'm not so much experienced on this, so let's wait.
Okay, all right, thanks very much. Cheers, Erik. That's Erik Seitz in the Ford. Doors are always hard to close on the Fords. Every time the Volkswagens and the Skodas, the doors close so much nicer. So we need to talk to M Sport maybe just to get these doors to shut a little bit easier without having to slam them into the door frame. Erik Seitz through. So Erik Seitz slicing the timing beam at the end of 27 kilometres, 14 minutes 55.4 seconds, fastest through out of the 4 drivers we've had so far. Erik's next up, the first of our flying Finns. Wait for his time to be written on the board. Opening the door. Erik, how was the run?
Quite good, but I brake too early some place, but
a little bit of first time nerves for Erik on this stage, 5th car through. Say that he's just braking just a little bit too early on this one, but typical Finnish driver, very, very cool and calculated, very quiet as well. Sometimes not a nation of many words, the Finnish people, but a lovely, lovely group of, well, lovely group of people. What am I talking about? But, right, back to the action. Have a look at some of this. So as we'd expect, the road's getting faster all the time. Erik, that we just saw just a short while ago, he was fastest through out of the cars that we've had at the moment. But let's see what Neil Solons makes of this one. Again, no damage to report from the end of the first stage here in Rally LIEPājA. No problems with Neil. Let's see what the Spanish driver has to say. Just getting his face mask out, putting the balaclava on the handbrake just to dry that out, get the sweat out of it on the way, on the road section to the next bit. Neil, how was it?
Well, the feeling from inside is well, but it's so slippery, and we are losing the edge of the corner all the time, so struggling a lot. Yeah.
Were you expecting to have a higher level of grip coming into this stage?
High level of grip, yeah. I hope it was a shit grip, yeah, but not like it is. Crazy.
So struggling with the grip from Estonia, waiting for him to appear at the stop line. Kind of gentleman driver. But, as you see, comes through the timing beam towards us. Plume of dust behind him. Let's see how Raul and what he has to say at the end of the stage. Stage one of the rally, everybody's sizing themselves up, so we haven't really got many stories to talk about at the moment. It's just the time of day where everybody just settles into the groove. Raul's car looking absolutely spotless at the end of the stage. Door open. Raul, happy? Everything okay? Oh, he's going for the helmet off situation here now. Raul, everything happy? Everything good? Happy with the grip?
Yeah, of course, first stage. Not so good starting position, but nothing to do. We practicing with Timo to work together, and we had some tricky moments, but everything in big picture okay. Let's keep going.
Just some words. I know we've got lots of people in Estonia watching us live at the moment. Some words in Estonian for everyone back home.
No tere hommikust kõigile, et üle pika aja on päris tore sõita jälle ja selliseid kiireid teid ja Timoga koos võtab aega natukene üksteisega harjumine, aga ma arvan, me saime esimese katsega hästi hakkama ja siit saab ainult paremaks minna.
Thanks. Cheers, Raul. Stunning pictures from our helicopter here. I was just being bitten by a fly at the end of the stop line. Plenty of wildlife out in the countryside here and things that want to bite you. So we're covered in mosquito spray, just so we don't get too bothered by the local wildlife. Another one through. Simone Tempesini just bringing the car down to the stop line. Just see a little bit of sort of grass in the front. By the hay bale in the stage in the chicane there, just to slow them down. Simone, good morning. Everything okay? Good run.
Expected more grip.
Is the car too high on the ride height?
Well, maybe yes. It's possible maybe to go a bit down, but with this low grip, it's better to have a car that is also working a bit and trying to get the grip.
So setup again an issue. We're running today. Simone moves on. We're running today in a long road section, so the cars were actually transported up here this morning on the back of trailers to bring them up to Talsi, to the airfield, which is where the rally started from this morning. So the teams brought the cars up, and then that's where the start ramp was, just in the centre of Talsi earlier. So now it's an opportunity for the drivers to tweak the ride height a little bit if needs be, but also the damper settings, just so the cars absorb the road and stick to the road. Ollie Christian VB next up. Ollie, how was the run for you?
Was quite tough start. A lot of cleaning out there, so was not really prepared for that. But was okay. But it's possible to go much faster. I made a couple of mistakes. I struggled with the braking points, and I also was sure I had a puncture in there. But seems to be okay. I need to check now if there's something with the car.
Fastest through at the moment.
Yeah, that's good. But fast guys coming back, so we'll see.
So just needs to check the car. Struggling with a puncture, he felt like. So Ollie Christian Wiebe with his debut on the ERC with a 14 minutes 34.7. 14 minutes 34.7 for Wiebe. Beautiful weather here. Just at the end of the qualifying stage yesterday, we did have a slight threat of rain just as the last few of the Clios were coming through there. But and it was a bit touch and go last night with our press conference on the beach. We were down in LIEPΑJA on the beach. It was beautiful last night, but we did think there might have been a bit of rain, and we had to hold a press conference inside the Olympic Centre in Rally headquarters last night. But the weather has cleared in the evening, and today it's absolutely glorious here. So, championship leader Alexei Lukianuk clears the stage. Want to see what his time's like. Dominated day 2 in Poland just 2 weekends ago, after Gryazin retired from the rally on day number 1, who was leading it. Alexei, everybody's saying that they're struggling for grip and they're surprised with the grip. And yourself, you happy with the setup, happy with performance?
Yeah, the setup works well, but we missed a junction and lost maybe 5 seconds, so could be better, but okay.
Was that just pace note?
What?
Was it a pace note problem?
Maybe the distance slightly optimistic.
Thank you. All right. So just missing a junction slightly with the braking distance. So Lukianuk through. So losing, he says, maybe 5 seconds. We're just waiting for the time to pop up on the board here. And just got the times here in my hand, just waiting for that that time to come in from Lukianuk at the end of the stage. So getting faster all the time. Andreas Mikkelsen next up. From the stop line where we're standing, it absolutely beautiful with the dust coming up behind Mikkelsen's Skoda. So Lukianuk was fastest through, even though he dropped time there, 14 minutes 31.6, despite missing a junction. Andreas is going to the end of the stage is Fabian Krime. The car looks like it's running slightly lower than the other competitors we've seen through here. Fabian, happy with your run? Happy with your grip level? Everything okay?
Yeah, to be honest, I'm quite satisfied. It was not the best one for sure. In some places there are a lot of loose gravel. But yeah, for the beginning it was not a bad start for us.
So as Fabian Krime pulls out of the time control here at the end of the stage, third fastest through here, so not a bad start, not a bad time for us. Just 11.6 seconds slower than stage winner at the moment, Andreas Mikkelsen. Mikkelsen saying to us that he knows, well, the other competitors knows this rally well. He doesn't. It's his first time here, so he's learning all the time. And he's got a little bit of pressure on his shoulders this weekend because Alexei Lukanuk obviously won in Poland just 2 weeks ago. Mikkelsen second on the podium. Mikkelsen comes here onto the ERC with a wealth of knowledge, and I think he's surprised by the pace here on the FIA European Rally Championship. This guy, Nikolai Gryazin, as you can see, just if we swing the camera around at the front, Chris, just to see at the front, just a little bit of grass and weeds and animals, little small insects that have just been caught up in the front grille of Gryazin's car. Wait for him to take his helmet off. Will he have gone fastest through? Mikkelsen with a 14 minutes 22.7. Getting himself prepped up inside the cockpit, door open. Nikolai, everything okay? Happy with that?
I'm happy with the driving, but I'm not happy with the grip. It's we are playing in some strategy now, but it's more related for preparation for Rally Estonia. So I'm not sure I will be able to keep the pace like this, but I will try not to lose too much. But it's really not easy to drive there with my strategy, but we need to think about future, not to be fast on one stage, because we learned from the Poland.
Well, you're fastest through, 1.9 seconds faster than Mikkelsen.
Yeah, it's good luck for us.
Onwards and upwards.
It's anyway difficult to compare different drivers with different tires, so for sure I will not take a look on that. I will try to compare with Lukanuk because he is like more closer rival. It's difficult to compare with Mikkelsen, and you know, it's a big difference in everything. So it will be interesting how the Brin will go on the stage, because for sure he has better conditions on the road, and I think he's a smart guy. He will push.
That being said, do you want to win here this weekend?
I would like to do it, yeah, for sure, but we need to be smart also. If we will do some stupid things also, it's not good. We need just to think about future and future race, which WRC is also important. So we will try to prepare we will try to kill 2 rabbits to prepare for WRC and try to have a good result here. So let's see.
Okay. But don't hit the rabbits. Gryazin through. Good conversation with him, but let's have a word with Miko Marcek. Door open. Just waiting for your time to go up on the board, Miko, but at the moment Gryazin's fastest through. Were you driving on the raggedy edge then?
Yeah, in my opinion, if Nikolai is in such time, it's a good run from our side, but I wasn't happy, to be honest. That was not a proper rhythm, and that was possible to, especially on the brakings, be much more confident and use the potential of the grip of the car. About the corners, could be better, but that was some step into progress. But okay, it's start of the rally. We are going for the second stage.
Okay, good luck. All right, see you later. There we go. So Miko Marcek through. And as he goes off into a cloud of dust, he was fastest on the qualifying stage yesterday. Not quite quick enough at the moment. I'm just waiting for the time to come up on the board. But where is it? It hasn't come up on my timing at the moment. But before we go off air, there we go, it's just popped in. Miko Marcek, third fastest through. 6.1 seconds slower than Andreas Mikkelsen through the stage. Fastest on stage number 1 of Rally LIEPājA was Nikolai Gryazin, who leads the event going into stage number 2, which is just gone live at 12:40 local time. But we'll be back here on Facebook and on YouTube and on our social media platforms later on this afternoon as we're live from stage number 5. But from us at the stop line of stage number 1, a tough one, 27 kilometres. This is where sort of the red mist is settled, and we are getting ourselves underway for what is going to be an incredible Rally LIEPΑJA for 2021. We'll catch up with you later on this afternoon when we're back live.